includes quantitative techniques for managers and operation research. This subject is the subject code for KMBN 206 in MBA in second semester of AKTU and other universities of subject provided to MBA second semester. This is subject is the very important. All the managers in the all the depend on all the field. Suppose that industrial engineering and production managers and industrial managers and market managers, all the uh, managers is uh, need for this subject is the very important subject for this subject is provided for the managers help to the taken for the taken for the sum of the decisions and according to the field, okay, and project completion and some of the uh, mm, large project in large project start for working and all the engineers and others for large of the companies and other project start to the this is the this operation research is provided for the very importance of tools and techniques for completion to the project, okay. The introduction of this operation research and start for continue. Last lecture I present for the some of the topic is depend on the history of the operation research and some of the and application of the operation research, some of the techniques and some of the tools used for the operation research in the uh, take for the managers and others for smart workers in the uh, and professors and researchers, all the need for the help provided for the operation research, all the persons, okay. And lecture third unit first and introduction is continue for the operation research. Agenda for today present in this video for history of the operation research, okay. Some of the topic is the most important for the history of the operation research and ideals this the heading for the and generation of the operation research, okay, and stage of the development of organization, okay, and some of the steps need for the required for the operation generate to the operation research, okay, and operation research बनाने में कितने सब steps फॉलो किए गए ideals in this video, okay, in very detail. First of the step for the observe the problems of environment, okay. Suppose that first step for the analysis of the problems, okay. Some of the what is the problems क्या है, actual problem क्या है, analysis of the problems and step to analyze and define the problems, okay. Exact problem find out the second step find out the exact problem है क्या, okay. This is the second step of the operation research and third step is the develop a the model, okay. And the third step for the operation research is the provided for the model of the problems, okay. मॉडल फोटोटाइप्स ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स हो, किसी भी प्रॉब्लम्स को एक्चुअल प्रॉब्लम है क्या, पता चल गया ये प्रॉब्लम, उसका फोटोटाइप बनाओ, ओके, उसका मॉडल बनाना पड़ेगा, मॉडल बनाया, ओके, थर्ड स्टेप मॉडल बनाया एंड फोर्थ स्टेप सेलेक्ट फॉर द अप्रोप्रिएट डाटा इनपुट, ओके, उसके अकॉर्डिंग या उसके रिलेटेड टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए उस मॉडल को सॉल्व करने के लिए हमें कुछ चीज़ों की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, ओके, ओल्ड डाटा एंड न्यू डाटा, ओके, एंड न्यू डाटा अकॉर्डिंग टू द फार्मूला, okay, according to the formula in new data is also for analyze of the psychological techniques and mathematical analysis and some of other tools used in these methods. Okay. For fifth step for the provided for the solution and test is the reasonableness. Okay, responsibleness. Suppose that discuss for I make fourth step is the provider for select for the appropriate data analysis of the data, and fourth step for given for the solutions. Okay, problem first step for the given observation of the problems. Okay, second step the analysis of the problems, प्रॉब्लम को एनालिसिस किया गया, डिस्कस किया गया क्या प्रॉब्लम का, फाइंड आउट द एक्चुअल प्रॉब्लम्स. ओके, and second option find out the actual problem, and third option is the made for the development of models of the problems. Okay, problems का मॉडल बनाना पड़ेगा. सेलेक्ट फॉर अप्रोप्रिएट डाटा. ओके, किसी भी प्रॉब्लम्स का मॉडल बनाने के कुछ पैरामीटर्स हो गए. ओके, कुछ स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यूज़ होंगी उसकी. ओके, एंड सम ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स इज़ द कुछ उसके उससे रिलेटेड कुछ डाटा होगा आपके पास, ओल्ड डाटा होगा, एंड सम ऑफ द मेड फॉर द मॉडल्स एंड क्रिएट फॉर द न्यू डाटा, कुछ न्यू डाटा भी होगा आपके पास. ओके, एंड सम ओल्ड एंड न्यू डाटा इज़ mix for the and provided for the sum of the formulas. Okay, acting for the formulas and mathematical analysis and psychological thinking for the about to the problems. Okay, and models. Okay, because this is the fifth step for the given for the solution, provided for the solution, and solution मिल गया, and test for the and last step the very important of the problems. Okay, and test for the responsibleness, मतलब कि हमने अपना जो भी रिसर्च की एंड मॉडल बनाया, मॉडल बनाने के बाद सारी चीज़ें फाइंड आउट की, फाइंड आउट करने के बाद उसके टेस्ट, यानी कि जो मैंने चीज़ें बनाई हैं वो यूज़फुल हैं भी कि नहीं हैं. And then for the testing for the successful, your the project very complete for the object. Okay, and your object is complete. The provided for the solution and test is the this is the fifth step of the operation research. Okay, the history of the operation research, and in the 1952. Okay, 1952 of the Operation Research is Society for the American come into the begin success of the Operation Research. Okay, and 1952 में हम अमेरिकन स्टैंडर्ड्स organization is the provided for the and test provided for the and into the successful operation research को successful बनाया गया in any attracted for the attentions of the industrial managers, some of the industrial managers. Okay, industrial managers, and some of the others smart for the researchers, scientists, and other for professors. Like this is speaking of solutions of the complex business problems. Operation research is the very important for useful. The in 1952 is the American American Society for is the test for and apply for the according to the industrial purpose. Okay, operation research industrial purpose उसको अप्लाई किया गया, and some of the managers के ऊपर. Okay, and industrial managers who were the seeking for solution. Okay, उसको देखा गया, मैनेजर्स को देखा गया और सोल्यूशन को टू इधर द कॉम्प्लेक्स ऑफ बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम, सम ऑफ द बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम्स को ऑपरेशन रिसर्च के थ्रू सॉल्व किया गया. ओके, नाउ ए डे present time उस दिन. ओके, ऑलमोस्ट एवरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन ऑल द कंट्रीज. ओके, आज के समय में ऑपरेशन रिसर्च का यूज़ इन ऑल द कंट्रीज, सभी देशों में, एंड इंडस्ट्रियल पर्पस एंड अदर रिसर्च और द संस्थाएं. ओके, एंड मैनेजमेंट पर्पस यूजफुल ऑफ द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. ओके, एंड यूटिलाइज ऑलमोस्ट फॉर एवरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ऑल द कंट्रीज, सभी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में ऑपरेशन रिसर्च का यूज़ हो रहा है. ओके, एंड हैज स्टाफ फॉर अप्लाइंग ऑपरेशंस रिसर्च. ओके, ऑपरेशन रिसर्च का अप्लाई हो रहा है, एंड देन यूज फॉर द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च इन गवर्नमेंट और एंड प्राइवेट सेक्टर्स एंड गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर एंड पब्लिक private, okay, all the large and business and organizations is used for the very critically in the operation research, okay, solve this the managing problems and others for government and other for the separate from the military to a variety of the departments and the levels. Some of the different departments and the some of the biggest organizations, you say Indian and the seventh Ratna of the company of the India in the government is the biggest company. Okay, and law provided for the Unilever Limited company. Okay, some of the organizations is in the operation research apply for the different departments and different levels of project solve and okay and constructions organizations and construction company, okay, civil industrial, okay, some of the different industry and complex for the and or different projects for complete for the project according to the operation research apply for the project and complete for project is operation research of more tools more tools provided for the provided to the workers and others for help provided for the complete for the operations and project. The growth of operation research has not limited to the USA, United States of America, and UK, United or United Kingdom is has reached many the countries of the world. Okay, so the growth of the operation research growth कर रहा है all the countries not limited to उसका कोई limit नहीं operation research not limited to the no उसकी कोई limit नहीं है okay to the USA United States of Americas and United of Kingdom has reached for any countries सभी देशों में operation research का बहुत तेज़ी से यूज़ हो रहा है ओके इंडिया was one the few first of the country India फर्स्ट कंट्री पहला भारत पहला देश है वो स्टार्टेड यूजिंग द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च को यूज़ किया ओके इंडिया वाज वन द फ्यू ऑफ द फर्स्ट कंट्रीज भारत ने ऑपरेशन रिसर्च को सबसे पहले यूज़ किया ओके हु स्टार्टेड यूजिंग द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च ओके ऑपरेशन रिसर्च का यूज़ किया और अपनी कंट्री को डेवलप किया कंट्री क्या डेवलप हुई है वो तो सब जानते हैं ओके but operation research really used for the India first okay history of the operation research and Indian realizations research laboratories and are located for the Hyderabad was the first operation research unit established in during for 1949. Okay, the the operation research of the lab is the established for the 1949. Okay, 1949 in Indians in the Hyderabad. Okay, Hyderabad में operation research की सबसे पहले lab इस्टेब्लिश की गई 1949 में ओके 1949 में सबसे पहले इंडिया में ऑपरेशन रिसर्च लैबोरेटरी जनरेट की गई बनाई गई ओके at the sometimes another unit was sent for the defense science and laboratory to solve the storage okay so all the difference of the different departments and different of laboratories research lab and libraries some of the important of laboratories for chemicals and some of the different levels of the industries and research laboratories and libraries of the large organizations is the large project all the things of the provided for the operation research is provided for solution for the problems and models of make for the and provided for the some of the tools of the operation research okay operations solve the purchase of the planning problems. Okay, some of the purchasing of the large of the components and projects. Okay, the use for the operation research. Okay, and planning I make for the planning according making the operation research provided for the help for making for the large planning of the planning of the problems. Okay, and in 1953, operation research unit was established in Indian Standard Institute of the Kolkata. Okay. Second, the laboratory of the Operation Cell Laboratory is established for the second in the Kolkata of the in India. Okay. Second library of the lab of the बनाई गई इन कोलकाता में. ओके, इंडिया में कोलकाता में सेकेंड लाइब्रेरी बनाई गई इन 1953 में. ओके, first of the operation research lab is the established for the first of the in India in Hyderabad. Okay, 1949, and second laboratory established for in India in the Kolkata. Okay, in 1953. They are the biggest of the established in the Indian standard. Okay, Indian standard, the statistical for institute of the Kolkata. Okay, who is the objective of using ऑपरेशन रिसर्च. ऑपरेशन रिसर्च का मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव को फाइंड करने के लिए ये द इस्टेब्लिश ऑफ द इस्टेब्लिश की गई सेकेंड लैब इन मेथड इन द नेशनल प्लानिंग एंड सर्वे. ओके, इसमें द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च किसके लिए इस्टेब्लिश की गई. मेथड्स ऑफ द नेशनल प्लानिंग. ओके, इंटरनेशनल प्लानिंग ऑफ द सर्वे. ओके, नेशनल प्लानिंग किसी भी हम सर्वे कर रहे हैं किसी चीज़ का और नेशनल लेवल पे, तो उस समय एक सर्वे किया गया हो किसी चीज़ का, तो इस लेबोरेटरी को इस्टेब्लिश किया गया है. ओके, कोलकाता में 1953 में. And some of the third step for in 1955, Operation Research Society for Indian was the formed, which is one of the first members of the international or the federations of Operation Research Societies. Okay, in 1955 is the Operation Research Society in India. Okay, so in India में third is the 1953, 1955 is the Operation Society. Some of the Operation Society create की गई. Okay, कहा गया इंडिया को. Okay, Society of India, वो इंडिया को was founded, which is one of the first members. Okay, in international. Okay, नेशनल ऑफ फ्रीडम्स ऑफ द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च को भारत को पहला यानी ऑपरेशन रिसर्च को फाउंडर माना गया ऑफ द विच ऑफ वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट मेंबर्स. ओके, इंडिया को पहला मेंबर माना गया इंटरनेशनल फ्रीडम ऑफ द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च. इंटरनेशनल फ्रीडम ऑफ द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च को भारत को पहला मेंबर्स माना गया इन 1955 में. वार इंडिया history of the operation research. Today for operation research is a popular subject for the management institute of the schools of the mathematics. आज के समय में टुडे आज ऑपरेशन रिसर्च ओके इज़ ए पॉपुलर सब्जेक्ट. ऑपरेशन रिसर्च एक आज के समय में बहुत अच्छा सब्जेक्ट पॉपुलर सब्जेक्ट है इन द मैनेजमेंट सब्जेक्ट. ओके, इंस्टीट्यूट मैनेजमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट एंड स्कूल्स ऑफ द मैथमेटिक्स एंड इंजीनियरिंग. सम ऑफ द टूल्स इज the subject is the very interesting subject in all the postgraduate students and graduate students. Some of the learning for this subject. Okay, the stage of the development of the operation research. Okay, ऑपरेशन रिसर्च को डेवलप करने के लिए कितने स्टेप की रिक्वायरमेंट पड़ती है. ओके, ज़रूरत पड़ी. द मेन पर्पस ऑफ द ऑपरेशन रिसर्च का मेन पर्पस इज टू बी प्रोवाइडेड फॉर द रेशनल बेसिस ऑफ द डिसीजन मेकिंग. ओके, operation research is used for the some of the rational basis and used for the decision making. Okay, some of the decisions, large decision taken for the and help provided for the operation research. in the absence of complete information. Okay, the operation research is the taken for the very information according to the large according to the large of societies and other projects are provided for the large information of this. Okay, and the become for system base of the human okay humans and compose for the human machines and procedure for do not have the complete informations. Okay, there is the very important for the subject of the operation research is the provider for the rational basis of the decision making and taking from the operation research is the very provided help for the member humans and machines. Okay, and it provided for very helpful. Okay, taken for the of the is the complete information देती है the because the system compose of the human. Okay, किसी भी human system को compose करने किसी भी system को compose करने के लिए human की help करता है the machines and procedure some of the procedure देता है operation research may do not have the complete information. ये कंप्लीट इन्फॉर्मेशन बट इतनी कंप्लीट इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है. Okay, and operation research can also be treated to the science in the sense it the describing for understanding and the predicting the systems having system behavior especially for man machine systems. Okay, the operation research is also for provided for the very important of information according to the starting for the project and some of the provided for the some of the tools. Okay, a completion of the project complete करने के लिए some of the tools देता है operation research. Suppose that the psychological mathematical techniques and psychological techniques and other for the taken for the and the machines. Okay, I take for the machines humans and materials some of the uh, given for the tools engineers. Okay, and psychological engineers doctors all the members provide acting for in the complete of the project and provided for the operation research. Okay, and the understanding and अच्छी समझ the very good understandings and describing some good understanding and the predicting for the systems of behavior. some of the system के behavior को भी समझने के लिए provided for the help of the operation research especially for man manish. Okay, man and machines systems. Okay, some of the problems is solved for the provided for the help of the operation research. The stage of the development of operation research and the stage of the development of operation research also known phases of the operation research. They are the main operation research is the provided for the five phases of the operation research. Okay, which is the six important steps. Some of the six important steps of the operation research. These are the operation research. Okay, all the large project is completion large project completed for the given for the operation research the five steps. Okay, complete for the of the product. First step observe the problems. Okay, first step of the provided for help of the operation research. Operation research is the first step to observe the problems environment of the quantitative techniques of managers. किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर को environment का गया the analysis of the environment and related to the problems of the project. Okay, and some of the psychologicals of the thinking of the managers provided for the operation research. Okay, and the first step in the process of the operation research develop in the problems of environment observation. the environment में डेवलप होने वाली प्रॉब्लम्स को ऑब्जर्वेशंस एनालिसिस करने के लिए provided for the very help of the operation research. Okay, This step include for different activities, okay, and so in this step for the different activities, some of the problem collect for the more problems, and okay, and related they are the conference side visit research and observations, okay. Some of step provided for the small steps provided for the first step of the operation research in acting. These activities provided the sufficient information to the operation research, okay, and operation research is sufficient provided for the information in the specialist for the formulate and problems. Some of the problems solving for the provided for the formula and psychological thinkings, and other for especially for used for the mathematical problems, and some of the acting for this solve for these steps, okay. And the second step, the stage of the development of research, and second step is the analysis of the problems, okay. Analyze the define the problems, actual problems क्या है उस problems को analyze here the second step. This step is the analyzing the define the problems, okay. इस step में problems को define किया जाता है, okay. Second step analysis of the problems and actual problems क्या है, okay, उस problem को find किया जाएगा. In this step, in addition to the problems defining the objective and other limitations of the operation research study for the problems, some of the engineers and some of the managers in the project managers and yeah, others other related to the industries of managers, production managers, some of the managers and different field generated to the problems and solve for the problems and study for the actual problems and journal problems, search for the journal problem, and the problems is achieved for the original problems, okay. And this step for second step, the output of the step for clear gap for the need of the solution, okay. Actual solutions क्या है कि need क्या है, okay. Solution model is the representation of the sub some abstract of the real solutions, okay. Some third step, the second is understanding of the analyze of the actual problems, okay. Third step of the model, the development of the model, this step for develop of the models, okay. Actual problems क्या है, second step actual problems मिल गई, and the actual third it is the step for the analyze making for the models of the problems, okay. problems का model बनाना, and this is step for models. Model is the representation, okay. model को उस problems को model के form में represent करना, okay. सम ऑफ द abstract फॉर रियल सिचुएशंस, ओके. उस रियल सिचुएशन को abstract बनाना, यानी कि उसको विस्तार में. द मॉडल्स आर द बेसिकली मैथमेटिकल मॉडल, ओके. यदि आपको रिकॉर्ड मिले, यदि आपका माइंड, यदि आपके साइकोलॉजिकल से ये सर्च फॉर द प्रॉब्लम्स एंड मेकिंग फॉर द मैथमेटिकल मॉडल, आप उस मैथमेटिकल मॉडल बना सकते हैं. वेयर द डिस्क्राइब द सिस्टम, आप एक सिस्टम को आप एक सिस्टम मान सकते हैं, उसको डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं. द प्रोसेस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस, ओके. उससे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस आपको, and formulas, some of the formulas and a formula used for the formula solve for the problems, and the related to relations of the problems, okay. हमें solutions मिलने और फार्मूलों को रिलेट करना चाहिए, हमें रिलेशन आने चाहिए, ओके. उस प्रॉब्लम से रिलेटेड उनके मॉडल से रिलेटेड उनको प्रॉब्लम्स एंड रिलेशंस फाइंड होने चाहिए, ओके. हम रिलेशन का ना आना चाहिए उनमें. And the different activities in this step are the available for define, okay. Definitions, okay, and formulating for the questions, okay. Some of the related to the in this third step is the actual we make for the actual models, okay, and the need for the some of the data, okay. Formulas, mathematical data and relations, some of the relations, and formula relations, okay. And the different activities, and it is the step for available define the formulating for equations, okay. The models, the model is the state for is the field understand different environment, some of the different cultures, different way environment, okay, and some of the merge for in this problem in this making for the models, okay, mathematical models and psychological thinking of the problem present for the real problems, okay, different environment, different पर्यावरण, okay, environment में working for the situations constraints or constraints, some of the consider of the constraint and making for the formulas modify in the order of work, okay, some of the work, and sometimes the models is modify some उस model को modify करना modify to the safety of the management with the result, okay. Some of the models for work provided for the appropriated for here the safety for management, some of the management safety of the related to the models and bodies of the with the result such good result के लिए, okay. Step 4, select the appropriate data input, okay, some of the data हमें input और output कुछ डाटा चाहिए, okay, हमने मैथमेटिकल हमने मॉडल बनाया, उससे रिलेटेड हमें सम ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स होनी चाहिए, एंड द सेलेक्ट फॉर द इनपुट कुछ सम ऑफ इनपुट डाटा एंड आउटपुट डाटा, इनपुट डाटा देना चाहिए, वर्क फॉर अप्रोप्रिएट फॉर देयर इज द अप्रोप्रिएट डाटा और इनपुट डाटा, ओके, मॉडल बनाने में हमें कुछ ओल्ड डाटा मिलेगा, ओल्ड डाटा होगा, ओके, एंड न्यू डाटा इमर्ज फॉर द merging of the old and new data and acting for the sum of the formulas, okay, formulae and relations of the formulas, inputting for the value and find out the actual problems, actual result of the models, okay. Hence the selecting for appropriate input data is the important step in the operation research development stage of the process, okay. Fourth step is the operation research is develop for the provided for the solutions of the and acting for the formulas and develop for the input for the step is the operation research develop for stage of process, some of the solution for provided for the solutions and procedures of the solve for the problems, okay. Thank you so much, okay. I for dear students and some of the step and step fifth and five steps are given for the more details in the second lectures, okay, and upcoming of the fourth lectures, okay, dear student, and step one first and second third and fourth step, all the step is the I defined for the very critical and very simple language, okay, and any query discuss and query please comment for this inbox, okay, comment box, okay. Thank you so much dear students watching for this video.